Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Megan.
And I'm Sierra. For this week's video, Megan and I are going to be showing you guys some of our favorite recipes that we've been incorporating for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and then some snacks, because since we've been talking a lot about like some changes we made in our
And just new recipes we've been trying.
routine in terms of meals, some of you guys have commented wanting to see some more in-depth recipe videos. So we obviously can't claim that we made any of these recipes. They will all be linked down below. We're not trying to take credit for anything.
Yeah.
But these are just some recipes that we've been making and enjoying as we have been kind of switching up a few things in our routine.
We hope you guys enjoy.
Okay, so this recipe that I'm going to show you guys is what I've been doing for breakfast pretty regularly. It is blueberry oat muffins. So let's get all our supplies out. So we got our maple syrup in this medium bowl. We're adding in some butter. We're gonna mix those together. All of the wet ingredients have been mixed together over here. Now we're going to take a large bowl and add our dry ingredients. Okay, and then now we have everything mixed together. We need to fold in about a cup of blueberries. The muffins are now baking at 350 for 22 minutes, and then we will pull them out when they're done. Breakfast is all put together. So I have 2 of those muffins, and then I also have 2 hard-boiled eggs. That was something that the dietitian that I was working with was saying to try to think more about, was like for every meal that you're putting together, make sure you have like your carbs, your proteins, like make sure it's more well-rounded, which I feel like was something I was not thinking about before. Like I would just be like, okay, muffin is a breakfast food, like I will just have a muffin. Not thinking about like, okay, muffins are like basically all carbs, can we balance that out with like adding something else? So hence why I've added in the eggs. And this has been like a very nice filling breakfast. So I'm going to chow down on that while watching some Good Mythical Morning. Another food item to show you guys, and I have talked about this before in recent vlogs, but I have been really enjoying these Chobani Flip, specifically the cookie dough one. The only other one I've actually tried is the strawberry shortcake one, and that was okay, but I still prefer the cookie dough. So if you guys eat this regularly and there's one that you think I should try, let me know. But this has been my go-to, like if I'm working out and then going straight to work. This is like an easy one to pack in the car, and then you just flip it. And this is good because I just worked out, and so it's good to get some protein in. The Greek yogurt has some extra protein. And it's just like a little bit more balanced than what I was doing before. So I was doing like those special K bars, and I still have those sometimes as like a pre-workout type of snack, but this is more balanced since it has carbs and protein in it. So cheers. For the first recipe of the video, we're going to share with you guys our dinner recipe that we're doing. So we've made this a couple times in vlogs, but again, the point of this video is to do a little bit more in depth with the recipes, and then everything's going to be linked down below if you guys wish to try them out yourselves. This has been a staple for us, like weekly, I think, since we've made it. Part of the reason we've been wanting to incorporate this is because my dietitian recommended that I eat more fish. We talked a little bit about the Mediterranean diet, which emphasizes eating more fish, and cod is one of our favorite types of fish. To get started, Sierra and I usually kind of divvy up tasks where I'll start by cutting up the cod. Sierra will start by making the like tortilla chip coating that goes on the fish, and then Sierra will usually do the rice and I'll do the asparagus, and it all comes together, you know, pretty quickly. Like this should be done in, you know, 30-40 minutes. So for the rice, we're doing some whole grain brown wild rice. I usually start this first because it takes about like 30 to 40 minutes from start to finish. So it's nice to get going and then I can work on everything else. So for the rice, I've got 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water, tablespoon of butter, and then I add some salt. Stirred everything, and now we wait for it to boil, and then we will turn it down or off, I can't remember. I'm just following the package instructions, and then let that absorb all the water. I got the fish cut up and prepped. Next, I'm gonna get our baking sheets ready. We need 1 for the fish and then 1 for the asparagus because they cook at different times. Asparagus is one of my personal favorite sides for, like, if you're looking for a vegetable. So I feel like all you need is olive oil, salt, and pepper, and if you are a little bit generous with the salt and pepper, I don't want to say it tastes like fries, but it usually tastes pretty good. I'm going to get started on making the breading, coating, I guess. I took a picture of all the spices that I need. So you need, I usually am using like half a bag of tortilla chips. I think it needs like 6 ounces or something, and that's roughly half a bag. Any tortilla chips that you're choosing. And then we will add 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So I'll just add all that to a gallon bag, and then I'll need to crush it all up so it's ready to add to the fish. For the asparagus, we just do olive oil, salt, and pepper to taste, and it's going to be set off to the side here until it's ready to go in the oven. So I am now just kind of finishing setting up our little station for doing the fish. So it's all been cut. I need to put some mayonnaise spread around the plate here because that's what we coat the fish in before we do the tortilla chip coating. Okay, now we are going to go into like assembly line mode. Yeah. So I got our breading here. Megan will coat everything in the mayo, and then I will coat it in the breading, and then we'll lay it on our tray. Oven's ready to go. The last finishing touch before this goes in the oven is to spray some baking spray on top. That's supposed to be to help make the tortilla shells like crisp up a little bit. I forgot one more thing actually, a little bit of lemon juice on top. I think we forgot to mention, but the oven's at 450. Fish goes in for 22 minutes, so there's 17 minutes left. Once that's down to 13 minutes, that's when I put the asparagus in, and then they all just finish baking together. And then the rice usually should be finished by that time as well. Alright, here's what we've got. We've got the wild rice, the cod, and then asparagus. So let's plate it up for you guys. Here is our dinner all plated up. Yum, yum. You guys should also know that some of mine and Sierra's biggest criteria for meals that we like to make is, do they reheat well
for lunches?
For lunch
because
the
like we
next
probably
day?
won't show, aside from maybe like one, we call them emergency lunches, where it's like a lunch we did not have prepared the night before. Because 9 times out of 10, if we're bringing something for lunch to work, like it's just reheated dinner. Yeah. So this reheats pretty well, I would say, and then it usually makes enough for Sierra and I to have, you know, about
one
this much
hearty
for dinner,
lunch,
and then a pretty good lunch the next day. So yeah, we'll see you guys when we have our next meal or something else that we're making or eating. I was getting ready for my bedtime snack. I love a little sweet treat before I go to bed. And so we do have Haagen-Dazs, which is my typical thing that I eat for my ice cream, but then I forgot Sierra had gotten these in the freezer, and so I was like, I'll just have one of these instead. So yeah, this is just like one of the healthier-ish options that we've been trying. So these are the Yasso or Yasso frozen Greek yogurt bars. Fudge flavor. Is this the same kind you got last time? Yeah. 1 for me. It tastes pretty good. May satisfy that sweet tooth craving. I do still have my Haagen-Dazs ice cream though. Okay, we are back with another dinner slash then this is what we make for lunch the next day usually. A new favorite that we've been making has been stuffed peppers. You can jam pack whatever you want into these, so we're just gonna show you what we've been adding, and they are quite filling. Yeah, they really are. They're a little bit strange for us to pack to lunch, like for lunch the next day, but like it works out fine. Yeah, you can throw the whole thing in the microwave. So I've got some ground turkey that's been all cooked up and browned.
I just added in some black beans, and then Megan has finished chopping up. We added the top stuff. I cut that up and then also chopped it in here, so the onions and the bell peppers get added in. And then we've got our quinoa over here, fluffing up. And the oven's preheating to 450 right now. Okay, we are just mixing in some of the quinoa that's finally soaked up all of the water. I don't think we're gonna add all of it, but quinoa has been a recent addition into our diet, mostly just for this meal, because when I was talking to the dietitian, we talked a lot about adding fiber, and so quinoa's been like a good filler food. You can't really taste it, at least when I've made it, you can't taste it, but it just adds some extra, you know, density into our meal. So, oven is almost preheated. We did also add some Mexican cheese in there too, so we will shortly start scooping up some of our meat and veggies and stuff into our peppers. Just added some cheese on top, so we're going to pop this in the oven. You can really bake it for however long you want. I think we usually do like 15 minutes until it gets roasted and the cheese gets nice and melty. But we usually have quite a bit extra. I mean, we could like make more in one go if we wanted to. So with the extra, we'll usually store this and either buy some more peppers at some point to make leftovers. I've also like made some couscous, or like you could do like a pasta, like whatever. If you felt like you wanted to add something, like you could just add like a random carb to complete the meal. So that's probably what we'll do when we store it. Just took the peppers out of the oven. I think they were in there for probably like 10 to 15 minutes. Cheese is all melted. We each usually eat 1 to 2, depending on how full we are. Megan and I are going to get ready to make dinner soon. I think this is going to be our last recipe for this video. We are making Mediterranean couscous, but before we get started with making dinner, I wanted to shout out what we call, or at least I call it, I don't know if Megan calls it this, our emergency lunches. So Megan and I had mentioned most of the time we'd like to have just leftovers from dinner as lunches for the week ahead, but sometimes life happens, you like miss a dinner and you eat out one night, or you know, you ran out of food, you don't have food for tomorrow, whatever. So we like to have a few emergency lunches, ideally like that can stay in the freezer so that you don't have to like, it can just like be there for a rainy day when you need it. So what we have been enjoying for our emergency lunches lately has been Amy's burritos. Specifically, we've been getting the black bean ones. You just pop them in the microwave, or you can make them in the oven. And this is like another thing I was trying to incorporate in my diet per my dietitian's recommendations, was eating more beans. So pretty tasty, pretty healthy, and then I'll usually just like throw in like a side of fruit when I'm having one of these for lunch, and it does the trick. So that is my lunch rec for you guys, and now let's start pulling out some of our dinner ingredients. Oven gets preheated to 400. Well, this is technically, you're supposed to pan fry it, which we're going to do because I like the pan fry, but I'm awful at cooking chicken, so it never feels like it fully gets cooked through.
Unless
it's baked. We're going to bake it after we pan fry it, but that's, you know, an optional step. We've got a lot of chopping to do. First we're doing cherry tomatoes. All this is gonna get added to a bowl to get mixed together. Next we got a cucumber. Next we have an onion. And lastly we've got a pepper. Okay, I'm gonna stir these together. Doesn't that look lovely? I think I forgot to say, but I added some chicken broth in here, let it come to a boil, and then added our couscous in. Now I'm gonna add our chicken to our pan. Chicken just got pulled out of the oven. Everything looks really nice and hopefully cooked all the way through. Now we can start assembly. We're getting to the assembly portion. You could, if you wanted to, mix the couscous into the veggies, but I think that we might need to make some more couscous for our leftovers. So we're just gonna separately do this in a bowl with some veggies and the chicken on top, and we'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, there she is in all of her glory. And as someone, like I would say I'm kind of generally a picky eater, but don't knock new stuff until you try it. Because generally speaking, if I were to look at this, like past me and be like, that's couscous, I don't know what that is. There's a bunch of veggies that like I don't know that I love. And then there's like some chicken on top. I don't know if I'm gonna love this, but like this actually is really good. Obviously, if you try it and you don't like it, then. But like you could always like adjust it. Like at its core, like it's a grain, chicken or meat, and then like some veggies. Like you can always adjust it and modify. Like that's kind of like, you know, the base of every meal ever is like, what's your grain, what's your meat?
He is so desperate, you guys.
What's your grain, what's your meat, what's your veggie, and like, you know, what type of meal you want. So
and
this has been a favorite.
Balance.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let us know if you are going to try any of the recipes down below, or if you've tried something that you think we would like. Feel free to comment that as well.
Down below and we would check it out.
If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel down below.
And we will see you guys in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.